The vehicle that I'm working on here is a 21 Ford Explorer with a 2.3 liter Ecoboost, and it had a front cover leak. I was skeptical at first because it looked like it was at the oil pan and front cover area, but after the vehicle was driven another 2,000 miles, it was clear that it wasn't coming from the oil pan. It was actually traveling from an area on the front cover that never really received enough silicone from the factory, and it was really dry in the area. When I ended up pulling the front cover, there was a section about so far where they're supposed to run a bead of silicone that was really shallow, and it just didn't match the consistency of the rest of the silicone that was on the cover. Anyway, I ended up getting the front cover and everything off, getting everything resealed and set, but there was one area when you have to remove the high pressure pump in order to remove the valve cover, and the high pressure fuel pump line that goes from the high pressure pump and then snakes around and drops under the intake manifold through the fuel rail that's being covered by the intake manifold. It was tricky at first, and I was trying to find illustrations on how to get it off there, and I was like, I'm just going to look myself, because I kept scrolling through the PTS website on how to remove it, and I couldn't find anything direct. I know it's there. I know there's a removal step to show you exactly how to do it. So I just jacked the vehicle up, put it up in the air, and I'm looking up underneath there, and I was like, oh, there's the fitting right there. All you got to do is stick a 17mm wrench up in there, and you can go ahead and crack it loose and do it by hand. Not a big deal. So I wanted to show you guys that in case you get lost trying to do this, you know exactly where to go. And the rest of it's pretty self-explanatory. That line is only a one-time use line because it's like one of those torque to yield type fittings where it meshes with the surface. Here's the video so you can see the location of which you could put a medium-sized 17mm wrench in there, crack it loose, spin it loose by hand, and then go up to the top, finish your work, and you can pull the line right out of there, not a problem. Here's the video.
Alright, so what I want to show you guys here is to remove the high pressure fuel line. If you look up here on an angle, you can see if my hand will cooperate. Let me stick this light up in there more. And then this is how it fits in there, right here. It just kind of goes over the back of this manifold. K2J's or K2GZ 9J 323A Kilo 2 Golf Zulu Niner Juliet 323 Alpha. Those are one-time use lines.